This is the Mistress Carrie Situation Report for July 27th, 2023. Your daily entertainment headlines, industry info, and everything rock. Mudvayne are bringing the Psychotherapy Sessions tour to the Xfinity Center in Mansfield, Massachusetts on July 30th. The newly reunited Coal Chamber, Nonpoint, Butcher Babies, and Guar are also on the lineup. Tickets are on sale now. Check the links in the show notes of this episode to get them. Grammy-nominated singer Sinead O'Conner passed away yesterday at the age of 56. Her music career spanned over 10 albums, one of which included her 1990 single, Nothing Compares to You, that was written by Prince. Her family confirmed her passing in a statement saying, quote, "It is with great sadness that we announce the passing of our beloved Sinead. Her family and friends are devastated and have requested privacy at this very difficult time." The singer's death comes just 6 months after the passing of her 17-year-old son, Shane, who died after being reported missing following his admission to an Irish hospital. Reaction was swift online, Morrissey taking to social media saying, quote, "She had only so much self to give. She was dropped by her label after selling 7 million albums for them. She became crazed, yes, but uninteresting, never. She had done nothing wrong. She had proud vulnerability, and there is a certain music industry hatred for singers who don't fit in. And they are never praised until death, when finally they can't answer back." He continued to say the cruel playpen of fame gushes with praise for Sinead today, with the usual moronic labels of icon and legend. You praise her now only because it's too late. You hadn't the guts to support her when she was alive, when she was looking for you. The press will label artists as pests because of what they withhold, and they would call Sinead fat, sad, shocking, insane, but no, not today. Music CEOs who had put on their most charming smile as they refused her for their roster are queuing up to call her a feminist icon, and 15-minute celebrities and goblins from hell and record labels of artificially aroused diversity are squeezing onto Twitter to Twitter their jibber-jabber when it was you who talked Sinead into giving up because she refused to be labeled and she was degraded, as those few who move the world are always degraded. Other musicians who took to social media to respond to the news of her passing included Bryan Adams, who said, "R.I.P. Sinead O'Conner. I loved working with you, making photos, doing gigs in Ireland together, and chats. All my love to your family." Melissa Etheridge said, "This is such a tragedy. What a loss. She was haunted all her life. What a talent. I remember my first Grammy show meeting this small, shy Irish girl, Sinead O'Conner, dead at 56. Billy Corgan from the Smashing Pumpkins said, "I knew Sinead a little, having met her at a show of hers and then later when she was living at Walker's home outside of Chicago." He called her fiercely honest, sweet, and funny, saying she was talented in ways I'm not sure she completely understood. But Sinead stands alone as a figure from our generation who was always true to the piercing voice within and without. And for that, I will always admire and respect her, and never forget that she was once canceled for an act of simple resistance. Her crime, tearing up a photo." Charlie Benante from Anthrax said, "Sad, sad, sad. What a great person and just an amazing artist. I'm glad that I had a chance to come to know her. Her voice and her music will live on. My condolences to her family." In a new interview with Greg Prato of Consequence, Dave Mustaine from Megadeth spoke about his current relationship with his former bandmates in Metallica, saying, quote, "It took a while for James and Lars and I to kind of come around to become friends again, but I would say that we're better off now than we've been in a long time, and it comes and goes." Producers of Jeopardy have confirmed that the show's annual Tournament of Champions has been delayed. The announcement follows the news that at least 7 of the contestants have refused to cross the picket line to tape the show, instead choosing to stand in solidarity with the Writers Guild of America during the ongoing strike. And Snoop Dogg has canceled his upcoming performances at Los Angeles' Hollywood Bowl in solidarity with the ongoing Writers and Actors Guild strikes. The pair of concerts were announced in celebration of the 30th anniversary of his classic debut, Doggy Style. This past Tuesday, Scorpions members Klaus Meine, Rudolf Schenker, and Matthias Jabs were awarded the Great Lower Saxon Cross of Merit from the Prime Minister of Lower Saxony, Stephen Weil, in Hanover, Germany. The Scorpions shared a photo from the event and wrote an accompanying message saying, quote, "It was a fantastic celebration. We would like to thank Prime Minister Stephen Weil and the state of Lower Saxony for the presentation of this wonderful honor." A hearing was held yesterday on unidentified anomalous phenomena, otherwise known as UAPs, also known as UFOs, where a former military intelligence officer confirmed that the U.S. has possession of, quote, non-human biologics that were recovered from an alleged aircraft crash. Blink-182's own Tom DeLonge was mentioned during the hearing and has since reacted to the news. Tom DeLonge took to Twitter to post a meme that said, "Tom was right, aliens fucking exist." Warner Chappell Music has announced they've signed a global administration deal with Imagine Dragons, who have sold 74 million album equivalents, landed 19 Billboard Hot 100 hits, and reached more than 160 billion streams online. The band also boasts a long list of number one songs, including RIAA, multiple diamond singles, Radioactive, Believer, Demons, and Thunder, which also surpassed 2 billion views on YouTube. Dan Reynolds from the band commented, saying, "Songwriting has always been at the heart of everything we do as a band. We're excited to have great partners with our new friends at Warner Chappell as we move into this next chapter." And that's your sit rep. For more details on all of the stories, check the links in the show notes of this episode. And don't forget to follow and subscribe to the Mistress Carrie Podcast. New full-length episodes come out every Wednesday. Episode 164, featuring Elias Soriano from Nonpoint, is available now.
It's time to get your checking account to zero with free checking from PenFed. That's zero ATM fees, zero balance requirements, and zero time spent waiting for your paycheck to direct deposit because you can receive it up to 2 days early. Open your account with just $25 and see how big zero can be. Apply online today at PenFed.org/free checking. Early direct deposit eligibility may vary between pay periods and timing of payers' funding. To receive any advertised product, you must become a member of PenFed, insured by NCUA. PenFed's got great rates.